Howdy, hey there, YouTube. It's me, Lectre News, and I'm here bringing you another Wi-Fi battle. It's been a while since I made a Wi-Fi battle. What's it called? My SD card messed up, and I was like, oh my gosh, no! So I just took the one out of my phone. So I have a battle against Sceptile111. This is a mixed tier battle, basically, and, you know, it was just like a spur of the moment. I was in Skype, I was looking for a battle, couldn't find one. He was like, I'll battle you, and I was like, sure, why not? So I sent out Dragon Knight, first to take on this Ferrothorn, because I knew he would send out Ferrothorn first. I just had a gut feeling. And, of course, a banded Fire Punch, quadruple damage, super effectiveness thing is going to kill off this Ferrothorn. That critical did not matter because we did have to replay this game because one of our DS is disconnected, so we just played, you know, the same moves again, but it was only up to when I sent out Sableye that it disconnected, so it's not like we had to remember too much. Anyways, he goes for a Calm Mind on the Switch, I go for Confuse Ray, and I'm like, oh yes, I totally am going to pwn this Suicune now that it's confused, but, of course, hacks just do not go my way. He breaks out of confusion, or not breaks out, but he breaks through confusion, and Hydro Pumps me, leaving me with only 33 health left. I guess he did not want to take a Toxic here, so he switches out into Haxorus. I was like, no, I wanted to Will-O-Wisp this thing, not Toxic it. So, whatever. I guess Toxicing works too, but Will-O-Wisp would have helped way more, because its attack would have been cut in half, and that would have just been great. So, Confuse Ray now, and I'm like, yes, break, but, you know, breaks through, blah, blah, blah. I hate Confuse Ray. Whatever. So now I send out Regirock, and once again, he breaks through confusion, goes for a Dragon Dance, and I'm like, what the moo-moo? So, I just go for Stealth Rocks now, and, you know, Stealth Rocks are Stealth Rocks. They help out in the long run, basically. So, he finally gets hit by Confusion on this turn. Thank goodness, it only took 4 tries. And that does pretty good damage, thanks to his Dragon Dance and whatnot. But I do miss the Stone Edge, which is like, why? Why are hacks not on my side? Or on my... Okay, I got the miss hacks, basically, if you want to call it that. So, hacks are just working for him, basically. For the most part, anyways. That Toxic really kind of crippled it, but not really, you know. It still did pretty good damage to a Regirock, and Regirocks are pretty darn bulky, you know. So now he sends out Suicune, and I know nothing on my team really wants to take a Hydro Pump from this thing. Maybe Starmie could have taken one, but didn't want to take the chance. I wanted Starmie at full health, so I could go against some of his other pokes. So he just finishes me off of the Surf, not trying to miss with that Hydro Pump. So yeah. Now that Regirock is dead, I'm like, what am I gonna do? So I send out Staryu ×2, my Starmie. So this is why I wanted to keep it at full health, just in case he lived like a Thunderbolt or something. Which is what I do end up doing, and he switches into Manectric. I kind of saw it coming, but at the same time I was like, maybe he won't. So, I go for a Thunderbolt, and this is like so ironic right here. So, I'm like, not going to do too much. But he does get paralyzed, which is like, yay! So, he gets, an electric type gets paralyzed by a water type with an electric type move, which is pretty darn ironic. So, anyways, I go for an Ice Beam right here, and that is of course going to be able to kill it off, because, I mean, Thunderbolt did that much, and it's resisted, so what do you expect? So now he sends out Scizor, and this is a misplay right here. I go for a Recover instead of going for a Hydro Pump, so I'm like, no, this thing's gonna finish me off with a Bug-type attack, and that's exactly what he does. X-Scissor right to the face. So, of course, Staryu ×2, which is a Starmie, which is just a purple Staryu with another Staryu on its back, basically, dies. So, now I send out Quetzal again, because I know he would predict me to go for another Fire Punch, seeing as how he knew that I had it since I killed that Ferrothorn. So I predicted him to switch out into his Suicune again so he could Ice Beam me, or, something along those lines. Or, of course absorb that Fire Punch that he's predicting. So pressure goes on again, doesn't really matter, of course. So I go for an Outrage, predicting that switch. Aha! And a Banded Outrage from a Dragonite. Of course that Suicune's gonna go down, so better luck next time, Suicune. Alright, so now he sends out Scizor again, and I know for a fact Scizor can take a Outrage. I mean, Steel types just take Dragon type attacks like there's no tomorrow. Especially bulkier Steel types such as Scizor, which has pretty good defense. So now I'm confused. I had a feeling that Quetzal wasn't gonna stay in on the battlefield for too much longer. I was probably gonna switch it out. But of course he gets the critical on this Iron Head, and that just sucks. I'm like, what the moo-moo? So yeah, goodbye Quetzal. He's almost dead from that Life Orb, of course, so I know that he can't live more than one more turn. So now I send out Spot, just go for a Sucker Punch, and of course it's going to kill it off. Even though I get a critical, I mean, I don't think that mattered. At least not too much. I mean, I'm pretty sure it would have done more damage than that. Than that little smidge. Anyways, I get a Moxie Boost, which is awesome, so I'm like, oh yeah, the next thing that comes in is totally going to get pwned by Spot. So he's down to his last Pokemon, which is Typhlosion. I usually see Typhlosion with Scarf, so I'm like, okay, this thing cannot really, do too much to my team. So I just go for another Sucker Punch, and of course, thanks to my luck and whatnot, I don't know if this is min-max, I don't know if this is max or min. I'm pretty sure it's min though, because Moxie Boost, man, Moxie Boost. But he lives, goes for a Fire Gem boosted Fire Blast, and Spot doesn't exactly have the best defenses. I'm pretty sure I have 252 speed, Adamant, and 252 attack. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure I do. But look at that, I live with Focus Sash. But then I get burned, so I'm like, and Spot dies. So now we are both down to our last Pokemon. I have Bunny, my Gliscor, and he has this Typhlosion thing. So, I mean, Bunny has never let me down before, so I'm pretty sure Bunny can pull through. So I go ahead and send out Bunny, and go for a Toxic, but I miss, of course. And thank goodness that Fire Gem Fire Blast thing did not screw me over this time. He goes for Fire Blast, and with Gliscor being the monster that it is, it does take the Fire Blast, luckily. Which is like, now I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I have no time to play around. If I play around now, I'm done for. So I don't even go for another Toxic. I just finish this with the Earthquake, and that will be the game right there. So, thanks for watching. Check out Sceptile111 if you want to see some Let's Plays of different variety and whatnot. Once again, sorry for not posting a Wi-Fi battle in a while. I'll try to post some more. I had another one I'd submitted to Teal Talo. I don't know whatever happened to that, but whatever. Anyways, see you later. Bye!